I have Clean It Up stuck in my head, and it's just that bit where Charlie goes, Nifty, no! Hi, I'm Leo, and this is Hannibal Leo Media. We analyse media here. This is the Body Count series, and right now we're covering Hazbin Hotel Season 1. And then we'll cover Season 2, and then I'll cover all the Hell of a Boss stuff. And then I'll take a break from Body Counts, and I'm going to be watching Shane Dawson movies, and I'm also going to be trying to find really awful animated movies to watch and look at and analyse, and then I'll do more Body Count stuff with the Scream TV show. I have lots of content planned, and I'm keeping up to date with it all. Haha! So if you want to keep up to date with me, check out my socials down below, and let's just get into Season 1, Episode 4, called Masquerade of Hazbin Hotel. So Episode 4 itself begins with a warning, and you got a warning at the start, but I'm going to give you a verbal warning here, and you'll get another one later on. This episode does contain scenes that depict sexual assault and kind of domestic abuse, that does depict domestic violence within toxic relationships and things. So if this episode was triggering to you when you watched it, and if this is going to trigger you, I hope you feel safe and well, and I won't be going into too much detail. And I'm here for the body count, I'm here for the kills. But I will be touching on it, and I'll leave timestamps for you guys to skip through. And I hope you take care of yourself, because it's a rough one. So we start the episode with Angel Dust tied up in a chair, and some scary voice asks if he's awake, holds a knife to his throat, and demands to know where the vault is. Obviously, this is not Angel Dust actually being held for ransom or anything. He doesn't. His boss is Valentino. I don't think he has a vault of things. I mean, he keeps his fucking guns in a closet. This is Angel's best porn movie, which is a nice comedic start, I suppose. That's Charlie's newest redemption task, which is show and tell. So Angel is showing his best movie, and he is telling everyone that it won him a Sex XXA award against Tiffany Titfucker. We still haven't seen Tiffany Titfucker. I don't think. I think she might appear in this episode, actually. I don't know. There's a few people that think she's the hellhound looking one. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I feel so bad for Charlie here, because she's just not liking this at all, and you'd think for a hellborn Nephilim who is the daughter of Lucifer and Lilith, the original rebels, that Charlie would know how depraved hell is, but I think that just adds to her character and her naivety, and like, she's not into this kind of violent sex, pornography, BDSM stuff, and that's fair. She's not she's vanilla, and there's nothing wrong with being vanilla. Vaggie thankfully tells Angel to turn it off and save Charlie from suffering any further. No one's really enjoying it, other than Nifty. Nifty's enjoying it, and Angel's obviously enjoying it, but Pinches is awkward. Vaggie doesn't like it. Charlie definitely doesn't like it. Husk does have to interject and tell everyone that it's not a convincing interrogation scene. Like, thanks, Husk. Which Angel takes offence to, so Husk tells everyone that, what they're actually like, because he's the bartender. He knows this stuff. Angel doesn't take it seriously, so Husk snaps at him. And I kind of don't blame Husk at this point, but then before Angel can keep the argument going or anything, he gets a phone call from Val. And Val wants Angel on the set, like, now, ASAP. So as Angel's about to leave, Charlie stops him and says, like, there's more exercises for today left, and they don't have much time until the next extermination to prove redemption can happen. Angel has to explain to Charlie that Angel has to explain to Charlie that this is his job. He can't just take days off. And I mean, he's got a point in the sense that his boss is Valentino, and Valentino's not a nice guy. Valentino does not give a fuck what Angel's trying to do redemption-wise. And that's just me putting it bluntly. So Vaggie thinks as Vaggie does, she tells Charlie to use her power as Princess of Hell to be aggressively kind, to convince Val to let Angel get some extra time off to spend time at the hotel and redeem himself. We cut to Valentino's studio. They're filming let's just say a scene. I am not showing clips for this bit. So have some nice fan art that I will be crediting. And if you have any cool fan arts or anything, let me know so I can put it over scenes that I can't play. Charlie interrupts and she's overwhelmed already. Also, when Charlie says she goes where she pleases, is kind of funny. Let's just see that clip because it's the English accent she puts on. It's hilarious.
I am the Princess of Hell, Angel, and I go where I please.
Val tries this fake nice thing with Charlie, licks Charlie's arm, which is fucking gross. Like, see if that fucking moth came at me and licked my arm, oh my god, I would go full demon on him. Like, Charlie, fucking please beat his ass. But also, it's here where people noticed that the love potion posters that we've seen in V Tower, made by Velvet and Val, is Val's saliva that's bright pink, just like love potion. But more than that soon. Val offers Charlie a role, like a job as a porn actress, to make him more money. And he says, like, we could be more famous and more rich than your dad.
A role, do you? Because I could make you a star. Make us both richer than, well, your papi.
Yeah. Charlie is obviously not having that. I love the bit. I love how she says, fuck no.
Fuck no!
She just wants to speak about Angel. She just wants Angel to have time off. Val reluctantly tells Charlie to stick around. And then Charlie decides, like, she's going to try and talk to the boom operator about redemption and all about the hotel. Val is increasingly getting annoyed, but he's still trying to pull this, like, nice guy card, albeit through gritted teeth. Because he's trying to come across as nice. He doesn't want Charlie to see Val's, awful side of him. And I don't know if... Because, like, the V's have never taken Charlie seriously, so I wonder what it is that Val's trying to hold back. But we'll see. We'll see. And maybe we'll get that answered soon. So Charlie thinks the scene that they're filming is a little bit violent. So she's like, why don't we change this a little bit and make it less violent, I suppose. And then she trips, which spills some oil, which then sets the set on fire, and Val uses his big fucking ugly moth wings to put the fire out. Listen. I am terrified of moths. I cannot stand them. If one more person goes, oh, but you're alternative, I thought you all liked moths and shit. No, we don't. Fucking, I don't know where the stereotype came from that alt people like moths, but I am not one of them. And if I also had an editor, I'm sure they'd be plastering moths all over the screen to torture me. But since I am my own editor, I'm not doing that to myself. So I refer to Val as a big fucking ugly mothman. A big disgusting mothman. It's for two reasons. One, because he's a disgusting, abusive bastard. And two, he is a moth. He's a moth. Charlie apologises for the fire over and over and over again, of course. Val, again, plays nice, but asks to speak to Angel alone. So Val takes Angel to his dressing room, and I'm going to put the timestamp here, because things start getting intense. Val in the dressing room with Angel reminds Angel that he owns Angel's soul. And Angel signed that contract with his human name too, Anthony, which is, I think, is how he gets caught out. I think that's kind of how you get caught out in a soul contract. This is just my theory. I think you have to kind of, like, if you sign something like that, you would have to give your real name. Not real, but my theory is that these soul contracts are so powerful because they give their human names, like the names they had as a human, and not the names they give themselves in hell to reinvent themselves. So we see the chains that show that a sinner has sold their soul to an overlord. So Val's are like smoky, purpley pink, which I think is a cool effect, but in this case it's one of those reveals that gets you right in the fucking gut. Like, the first time I saw this I was like, Like, that was not fun to watch. And it's still not fun to rewatch and analyse, but Angel is just helplessly falling to his knees with a chain around his neck, answering yes, Valentino, to all of Val's questions. Val then tosses Angel out of the dressing room and back onto the bed. This is when we see a hint of Charlie's demonic form, or the one that we usually see. I read somewhere online that Charlie does have a full demonic form, and we're only seeing a glimpse of it right now. Or what we've seen so far is just like halfway there or something. So Angel steps in front of Valentino and tells Charlie just to stop, leave, go home. And it upsets Charlie because she just wanted to help Angel, and I don't blame Vaggie here, but Vaggie does think in terms of power, if we think about it, because that's what she's used to. I want to talk about Poison because it's a song some people complain about and have a lot of opinions on. And listen, if you don't resonate or relate to the song, that is totally fair. But I don't think it's fair to say that the song is glorifying sexual assault or abuse or rape or anything like that. The song is upbeat because it's representing the poison that keeps Angel from coming back. On top of already being owned by, Val through a soul contract, there's the love bombing, the money, the fame, whatever else Val is offering that keeps Angel compliant. Like I said, if you're a sexual assault survivor and it doesn't resonate or make you feel seen, that's totally fair. But to many sexual assault survivors or even domestic abuse survivors, it does speak to them. So it's a bit of a tricky one, but I'm just giving my own opinion here. The visuals are heartbreaking, and analysing the episode has given me a little bit more insight into the song and Angel's personality here. Not personality, but Angel's set psyche. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm interested in psychology on an amateur level. I've not studied or anything. So this is all just my personal opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. So doing this whole body count thing and analysing these episodes gives me a new insight into everything. And the biggest insight into Poison for me is mainly the lyrics and how Angel is clearly in a state of fawning, where a person will react to a threat by becoming submissive and compliant to protect themselves, because you've got fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, because everyone only thinks of fight, flight, and freeze. And I mean, for a while we only thought it was fight or flight, but now there's 4 different reactions, and fawn is one of them. I noticed a few times, when Angel is dancing or getting closer to Val, and it just made me think of that, and that maybe this is what Angel's doing, he's fawning, so Val doesn't hurt him more. The song ends and Angel comes back to the hotel. He desperately needs a drink. Husk points out that Angel looks like absolute shit. Angel, of course, brushes it off. Husk and Angel get into a little bit of back and forth. Angel's snappy, he's upset, he's had a really rough day, everything that's happened with Charlie, and then Val doing all this shit, he is totally done. He just wants to, drink and forget it. Husk tries to offer him some more advice, you won't find whatever it is you're looking for at the bottom of the bottle. Angel doesn't appreciate it, but his deflection is to flirt this. I know a lot of people are Angel does something wrong here, but that's. I'm not trying to excuse things. He does push Husk's boundaries, but I also think this is how Angel deflects, because it's the only thing he knows that's ever worked is to flirt, if that makes sense. Husk snaps again. Husk calls Angel fake, which pisses Angel off again because he's already been called fake. So Angel hits his head off the top of the bar, decides that he's done, he's leaving, so Vaggie tells Husk to go fix it. And people get annoyed at Vaggie for this, but I think Vaggie is looking at it from the perspective of this argument is between Husk and Angel, no one else in the hotel. It started that morning, ended that evening, and Vaggie just wants Husk and Angel to make up. I don't think she's blaming Husk for anything. It makes more sense to tell one of the two people who have basically been arguing at each other's throat for the day to go and talk it out. And Vaggie has a point. Husk did make Angel Storm. Well, Husk had a hand in Angel storming out after Husk called him fake and kind of mocked him for hitting his head, I suppose. Also, I'm putting another timestamp here because there is spiking involved. So Angel's flirting with some loan sharks, which come from the Greed Ring, although I'm not sure if these are supposed to be actual loan sharks from the Greed Ring or not, but I'm going to say they are because, I mean, look at them. Look at them and then look at the loan sharks and Hell of a Boss. So one of these sharks puts love potion into Angel's drink at the bar. Love potion is the aphrodisiac, the synthetic lust, and it's a date rape drug made by Velvet and Val, as we've already been through. And I think it's mentioned in Hell of a Boss because Ozzy's like, I am not doing that synthetic shit.
Well, I can tell you, if you're looking for a love potion, you came to the wrong fucking guy. I don't fuck with that artificial bullshit. Lust shouldn't be about force.
And since we're in Hell, it's probably mainly used as the date rape drug. So Husk decides he's stepping in. He doesn't want Angel getting spiked. And I'm sure Husk did it because he knows it's a scumbag thing to do. Husk might be in Hell, but, you know, he has his limits. Husk tosses the shark into the jukebox and then takes Angel out of the club. I'm not counting him as dead yet because I don't think this actually killed him. So Angel argues with Husk that he can tell someone has spiked his drink. So Husk asks if Angel lets people drug him all the time or if this is just, you know, is this a normal thing? And Angel tells Husk that he doesn't ask for it. He didn't ask for any of it, which I think is true. Angel was mostly coerced into selling. I think Angel was coerced into selling his soul to Val, and Husk can see that Angel is self-destructing and offers for Angel to just talk to him. So Husk tells Angel that no one at the hotel cares who he is, so cut the act, which upsets Angel again. Everything he does at the club, the drugs, the drinks, the sex, it's all to forget how much he hates himself and what he's become, and to hopefully break himself enough to get away from Valentino. He even says it himself, if he gets ruined and broken enough, maybe Val will stop and let Angel go. And that's the most heartbreaking thing about it. Like, Angel is self-destructing as a way to protect himself. Husk tells Angel his story, that he was an overlord once, but Husk was also a gambler, and he lost everything. All the souls he owned, probably his casinos, but he made a deal with Alistair to keep his power. Now we get one of the best songs of the season. I know I say it all the time, but this is like one of the best songs in the entire series, Loser Baby, and I know, just let me have this. We need a Loser Baby reprieve. We need a Loser Baby reprieve. Whatever it is, we need another Loser Baby. Can we get Loser Baby 2.0? It's such an upbeat song for what the lyrics say. It's a song about being able to relate to someone else about your trauma, even if you have different trauma. But they're both stuck in hell, both sold their souls to overlords, and they can be losers together. I also just love this song because I'm a huge Husker Dusk shipper. I was hoping season 2 would be the season for the ship to sail, but maybe next season. And look, I know it's a total divided ship as well. People are like, no, it's a father-son relationship. Listen, let us shippers have this. It's not a weird ship. I don't think. I don't think it's a weird ship. So the loan sharks come out before the song can actually end. Rude. And they start shooting at them. And this was difficult to count because it's pretty fast-paced. And it's going to be difficult to edit. I don't know that I'm thinking about it. I don't think these guys are supposed to be loan sharks from a good drink, but I am determined that they are. And this was also before the copyright stuff with the Helliverse, like Hell of a Boss copyright and Hazbin Hotel copyright granted. Like, before all that ended and we could get a crossover. But in Hell of a Boss, Hellborn blood is black and these guys have red blood, like a sinner. But I also think that there are still loan sharks from the Greed Ring, like we see in Hell of a Boss. Like I said, look at these loan sharks and look at the Greed Ring loan sharks in Helliva and let me know what you think. So Husk blows one of the sharks' heads off with dice, slices one with a card, then Angel saves Husk by shooting the shark that jumped on Husk's back and was strangling him. Angel and Husk work together, then blow up and shoot another shark. Husk blows up 2 sharks, and I think that is it from what I could see. Husk likes this Angel, the one who's more genuine, and Angel's feeling that good that he gives a little bit of a smile. Husk and Angel return to the hotel laughing, and Angel tells Husk that Val's eyes are so shit, something that will be good to know later on in season 2.
Yeah, he had like 3 bills, and it took him like 30 minutes to count it. His eyes are so shit.
Charlie rushes over to apologise for the day, and Angel tells her it's fine. He gets it, and he thanks her for caring about him. It's a very sweet moment. Also, I just love this bit with Angel holding out a crying Charlie to Vaggie, who carries Charlie to bed. I fucking love Chaggy. Such a wholesome fucking relationship. See if Lucifer and Lilith are not this couple. Like, give me Lilith carrying a crying Lucifer to bed the same way Vaggie carries Charlie. Even though Vaggie is the smaller one in the relationship. And then we end the episode with Husk offering to make Angel a drink at the bar. And that was episode 4, Masquerade. Up next, we have episode 5, Dad Beat Dad. And we all know what that means. It means we get to meet the king himself, Lucifer. But that is all we have for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this one was a bit more depressing. I was a lot more serious talking about it. But yeah, let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know if I missed anything, if there's any fun facts that I could mention next video. If you haven't, like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next video.